Now,
compete to turn things around or identify a source of division for us. We are super grateful. Thank you very much once again. God richly bless you.
Our distinguished speaker, Dr. Afenyo-Addo, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of such an engaging evening, there's little left to.
Mr. Chairman, at this stage, I want to go into the meat of the matter, but I have important disclosures to make. The first is that I'm a devout Muslim, and I believe that there exists a supreme creator of the universe, and I believe that Muhammad is his messenger. And to that extent, I believe in the 5 pillars of Islam and the 6 articles of faith. Mr. Chairman, I was born Muslim, and to an extent, I am a Muslim by accident of birth. And I emphasize accident of birth. I believe also that many, or perhaps all of the people in this audience, belong to their current religious traditions purely by accident of birth. I therefore do not believe that salvation is attained purely on the basis of the religious circumstance of our birth. Mr. Chairman, if I was born, he would have made mankind one people. This is Quran 11:117. If your Lord had willed, he would have made all mankind mosque. I remember that some Muslims protested why the chief imam would allow Christians to renovate a mosque. But the national chief imam, Sheikh Osman Musul Sharabutu, answered, and I quote, he said, "I want after I am gone to leave a legacy of love, cooperation, and goodwill between Christians and Muslims in this country. Besides, we are all descendants of Abraham and believe in the same God. Furthermore, Christians pay for Muslims to go on Hajj every year. They give us food for our Ramadan fast. So what is the difference?" Then he added, "This gesture will help us maintain the cohesion and peace of our nation, and I do not regret it, nor do I owe anyone an apology," unquote. This was in 2011. One fama no, one fama erade no, nyoma paye enshira ni na free erade ho da foria as an optional language at the basic level, and then there's going to be the introduction of interest-free banking, and people have harped on these things and said that there's an agenda to Islamize Ghana. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to ask, is there an agenda to Islamize Ghana? For me, it does not seem that from the political choices of Muslims in Ghana, there's an agenda to Islamize Ghana. If such an agenda existed, Mr. Chairman, the candidacy of Mahamudu Bawumia would have been the catalyst, and his candidature would have been the opportunity for Muslims to rally around such an agenda. But they didn't. So that tells you that nobody has an agenda for anything. The fact that Muslims in 2024 did not rally wholesale behind a Muslim candidate shows that no such agenda exists. Muslim-dominated constituencies like Ayawasu East, Ayawasu North, Asawasi, Ejura, Tamale North, Tamale Central, Tamale South, Sanargu, all voted massively for the Christian John Dramani Mahama against the Muslim Mahamudu Bawumia. So that means that consciously, in the Ghanaian psyche, our religious differences do not spill over into our political consideration. Mr. Chairman, they say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, when he becomes president, there will be Sharia law and so on. We shouldn't vote for a Muslim president. Mahamudu Bawumia is seeking the presidency of Ghana not to reorder the religious destiny of our country. He has, throughout his education and training, studied economics, from Zimbabwe to Oxford University to the Bank of Ghana to the Vice Presidency of Ghana. His lifelong occupation has been propounding solutions for the health of economies and nations. As a vice president, his far-reaching propositions, medical loan delivery, national identification, gold purchase program, have benefited every Ghanaian irrespective of religious affiliation. Dr. Bawumia's political opponents have named him Wale Adam Smith. Mr. Chairman, we all know what Adam Smith does. Adam Smith propounds theories for the health of nations. He doesn't propound theological theories for reordering the religious destinies of society. That's not what Adam Smith does. Conversely, I am clear in my mind that President John Dramani Mahama, in proposing the standardization and optional study of Arabic at the basic level and the introduction of interest-free banking, does not intend to Islamize Ghana. President Mahama believes in the saving grace of Christ and is a member of the Assemblies of God Church. How anybody will conceive that he would endorse an agenda to Islamize Ghana beats my imagination. Mr. Chairman, Arabic is a language separate and distinct from Islam. Introducing Arabic as a subject of study is an essential part of producing global citizens. It is noteworthy that Arabic is being introduced alongside Mandarin. Arabic is the most widely spoken language on the African continent, followed by Swahili, English, and French in that order. Worldwide, English is spoken by 1.5 billion people. Mandarin is spoken by 1.1 billion people. How do we hope to produce global citizens by refusing to learn the languages of commerce and diplomacy? For those who want to ground the proposal to study Arabic and religion, it is important to state that Arab Christians speak Arabic and refer to God as Allah and refer to the Lord as Rabb, exactly as Muslims use them as Ruhul Qudus, the same as the Muslims refer to it. In any event, Mr. Chairman, the top 5 Muslim majority countries with a combined population of 932 million do not speak any Arabic. They are Indonesia, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and Nigeria. They speak no Arabic. In my view, learning Arabic in Ghana should be seen not merely as a religious pursuit, but increasingly as a strategic socio-economic investment. The 22 member states of the Arab League constitute an economic bloc with a combined output of $4 trillion.
Ummah, leave him alone, as people will say that Muhammad kills his people, unquote. So, Mr. Chairman, the notion that Islam is inherently violent, as I said, is attributable to the ambivalence of religion generally, and to the fact that no matter what your position is on anything, you will find justification for it in the Quran. It is therefore evident that these acts of intimidation and threats to violence cannot be the sole teachings of these faiths. Mr. Chairman, I want to try and end this lecture by talking about the oneness of humankind. And I want to quote Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who admonished Christians not to think that God is a Christian. He said, and I quote, "His concern is for all his children. To claim God exclusively for Christians is to make God too small, and in a real sense is blasphemous. God is bigger than Christians and cares for more than Christians only. For those who say that Christianity does not have an exclusive claim on God, there's plenty of biblical evidence." Arya Raja says, and I quote, "As a sign of this everlasting covenant, which I am making with all," that he quotes Genesis 9:12 to 16, to say that God's covenant is for all of us humans. Because Genesis 9:12 says, as a sign of this everlasting covenant, which I am making with all living beings, I am putting my bow in the clouds. It will be a sign of my covenant with the world. When the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between me and Ghana would have. While being Muslim was a consideration for his choice originally in 2008, see how the conversation has shifted. So in 2008, President Akufo-Addo told me that